I'll give him a minute and let him come back out here and introduce himself. So if you want to go to someone else, we'll be right back.
Okay, sounds good. And we have the bottom in sight now.
Meters off the bottom. Trying to hold depth here, and I'm going to take a look around.
All right. So the winch is stopped.
Looking to the left. And looking to the right. So Carl, this looks like a very benign slope right now. What do you think about sidling down the slope?
All right, well, Derek's being shy, but Derek Sowers is our mapping team lead on this expedition, and he also works for NOAA's Office of Ocean Exploration and Research.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can do that. All right, pilot, I'm going to rotate up.
Hang on a second, Sean.
Yeah.
What would you like? You like swing arms out?
Yeah, pilot, are you fine with swing arms out?
Yeah, yeah. You
All right.
Go ahead and put swing arms out. That's great.
Well, there's no crater here, I would say. So either that crater in our existing bathymetry was an artifact and was not really there, or which I'm sort of leaning towards, or there's been some other activity since that time that filled it in, and looks like we're looking at a slope of
Now, pilot, do you want your top swing arms out too?
Material, so
Sure.
just,
all right.
Fine.
ash and rocks and debris that have been thrown out and onto the slope. So I guess we'll have a look around and see what else we see.
Thanks, Bill.
Watch lead pilot.
Yep, this is watch lead.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning.
We have come to the bottom, as you can see. However, it does not match up at all with our bathymetry, so we were a bit busy there with trying to come down safely, not knowing what we were going to find. But as you can see, what we've found is a rather benign slope that goes uphill to the north, which might suggest that we are actually north of our indicated position in the bathymetry. Might suggest. So the question in the moment is, shall we try to move down this slope that seems pretty gentle and safe at this point? Or is there somewhere else that we'd like to go, but we certainly are not in the place indicated on the map?
Thanks, pilot. Please stand by. I'm going to check with the rest of the team.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so Bill, did you hear the pilot's description of where we are?
I did not know.
Okay, so we're, it looks like we're a little bit north of where we intended to be. The bathymetry, the actual bottom is very much unlike what we saw on the bathymetry, and pilot was asking if what we wanted to do at this point. Do we want to go proceed down slope, or do you want to start moving up?
I think we should just move upslope, more or less.
Okay, pilots. I don't know if I bridge around the bottom, but what bailout are you comfortable with? Same as last?
Same as we discussed, where we just ship comes ahead bare steerage way, and we're notified immediately so that we can pull up.
Okay.
Yeah, Pilot, it might just be glare.
Explain to them that we're in a depression.
Yep.
Okay, Bill.
I've adjusted all the lights and it might just be glare from the crack or something.
Pilot,
Okay.
this
Are
is
you fine with
Washley.
that, or do we to...
Yeah, no, that's
Okay.
fine. The video's okay with that.
Yeah, you don't have them on listen.
Pilot, this is Watchley.
Watch it. Yes, go ahead.
Okay, what we want to do is go forward, up slope.
Okay.
I was just going to note to Bill, if he looks on camera 3 in the quad view,
Bridge
it
over
looks
now.
like on the Sirius
I think that looks good.
sonar, it does
Just
look
let
like
you know
we
we are
are
on the
around
ground, and the bailout is
now.
same as
Maybe
last.
not very
Bare
high,
steerage
not big
way,
crater,
and
but
come
something.
ahead and make sure to let us know.
Watch, there's a lot of discussion right now. Stand by.
Thank you, Bridge.
Okay, watch lead. What was the conclusion?
Shirley and Patty, maybe you could confirm that with the ROV pilots. Is that the case?
They're still discussing. Can you hold off for a minute?
You bet.
Okay, that would certainly change the plan if that was true.
Yeah, that's a really good question, Bill. Is that an artifact or something real that we're seeing?
So, Pilot, what we're seeing on sonar makes it look like there's some fairly steep targets all around us. Is that an artifact, or is that real?
Those are artifacts of high gain on the sonar. So we do not believe there are. We do not believe that there are.
You have an octopus, I think.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, Bill, Pilot thinks that,
That's an
that this is
Octopus.
artifacts.
Is that an octopus? And should we take a close-up view of it?
Yeah.
Do that.
Okay, so Bill, decision still okay to proceed upslope,
Pilot,
and
if you get
do any
in the
other
front of the
members of the
octopus?
science team have input on that?
In the direction of his travel.
Go ahead, video.
Just saying, if you could get in the direction of his travel.
Well, this guy isn't
So
going
we
to
have
sit
him
still and
facing
let
us?
us take his photo. He's going to show us how he moves.
Watch lead, Pilot.
Go ahead, watch lead.
Yeah, once we've finished taking images, stand by, we're getting other
Okay.
input. Yeah, go ahead.
So video's request was if we could position ourselves in front of the octopus rather than the rear.
Yeah, Pilot, I can zoom out on your sonar if you'd like. Your range is 80 meters right now, so
Inclined to sample.
if you'd like me to bring your range in, I
Nice
can.
to be closer to the bottom and
Yeah, bring me to
we have
50
a look
meters,
more
please.
closely at it.
50.
Okay,
Sorry to interrupt. Can we get the lasers on to get the size of that octopus, please?
Pilot,
okay,
can I put
understood.
lasers?
Not interested in a rock
Hi.
sample from this
Lasers are
Pilot,
location.
can we have lasers?
Lasers on.
They're on? I don't see.
Yes, thank you, video.
That's
Okay, for
better
folks at home,
positioning if
the
I can zoom in now,
lasers
Pilot.
that were on, those two red dots
There you
are
go.
about 10
Okay, let's
centimeters
kill the
apart.
lasers, please. I don't want to
Lasers are killed.
laze the octopus eyes.
Right.
Okay, so while we're enjoying the octopus, our options are to go down and search for the topology at the bottom of the crater, or to go up.
Video standing by to zoom.
Consensus is go up. Seems like the consensus is go up.
Consensus is go up. Okay, great. Go ahead, video zoom.
Oh, this is beautiful.
Pilot, I'm going to rotate slightly starboard just to keep you in
I
view a
wonder
little
what it
better.
is that
Understood.
the octopus is
Just 5
going to be able
degrees.
to find to eat down here, Shirley. I mean, there's pretty
All kinds
much,
of things in those,
There's-
in amongst
Little
them.
fly
I
up,
think.
Oh yeah,
keep him in
Man,
frame.
I don't see anything.
it's hidden.
Yeah, no doubt, but he'll find it. They're pretty smart.
Thanks, Carl. Appreciate you being here this morning.
somebody had typed in that they saw a squat lobster down there a minute or two earlier, and an octopus would certainly like a squat lobster as a tasty meal.
Really seems to be using those tentacles to explore inside.
Really a beautiful critter.
And around the rocks.
I'm wondering if it would be possible for it. Please just show us how wonderful its camouflage is by turning gray.
It was actually white when we first came up on it.
Does an octopus have any sensory organs out on its tentacles? Can it smell or taste with its tentacles?
Yes, it can.
Well, Diva on shore was threatening to leave if there were no animals on this dive. I bet she's glued to the screen now.
See if we can see his
I regret my previous comment.
Pigments.
On the
good thing, Diva.
On the Ocean Explorer website, they have what's called, I think it's called Octopus Friday. Is it Octopus Friday?
Oh,
I think so.
You know what? I saw something red right where this guy has stopped.
Yeah,
just before, I bet he grabbed it.
He just had
Let's see if it's still there when he moves on. No, it's not. Breakfast time.
Was it lobster breakfast?
I think it might have been a lobster breakfast, or at least a squat lobster breakfast.
Okay, let's go tight to his eye.
That was amazing. I love this stuff, and I love rocks, but I love this stuff.
See your bottom left is scraping.
Yeah, got it. Okay, full wide.
I'd still like to get tight on the pigments.
Folks, shall we tell the octopus to go over to the right where that other little red thing is? It's probably a squat lobster. Oh, forget it. He's headed for the one up the slope. So I wonder if he's going to eat that one.
Going in tight at your command.
Look new or recently erupted or not. They look pretty fresh to me from what I can tell.
I agree with you, Bill. The little white specks that people are seeing in those rocks are probably crystals of the mineral plagioclase, which is the most abundant mineral in the crust of the Earth, and usually makes up about 50% of basaltic rocks that form at mid-ocean ridges and also here in the Marianas. The magmas that erupt often have a whole lot of those crystals because they are lighter than most of the magma they come from. And
looks like due north.
Yeah,
just float up to the top of the magma chamber very frequently.
He continues diagonally left. He's going to go over a big squat lobster.
So I think I'm changing my mind, and maybe it would be good to grab a sample here.
Pilot, how many meters would you like to move?
Those rocks near the octopus.
Let's hold for just a second. I'd say
okay, I'll relay that request.
50.
It's a large rock off to your
Pilot,
right.
watch lead.
Go ahead, watch lead.
We have a request for a sample of one of these rocks here. They're all loose, so it shouldn't be too difficult if you get a chance to stop and grab one.
Okay. It looks like maybe we could do one over here by the what used to be a lobster is now a breakfast.
Also looks like an ample size just beyond
Did
the
he grab that one?
Octopus.
Look at him sitting down there, munching away.
I want to run with lasers on.
Yeah, I see the ones you're talking about, Rolly. Let's go up there.
We want to have the lasers back on.
Pilot, do you want lasers on?
Yeah, go ahead.
Lasers on.
It'd be great, Patty. Get a close-up on the squat lobster.
Any of those.
I want to get the squat lobster before we disturb him.
Not too big though. I'm not a weightlifter.
This foreground rock seems to be about 10 centimeters across. Does that feel about right?
Yes.
That one right there with the laser.
That'd be perfect with the lasers.
Yeah.
Thank you. That looks great.
See what we got here.
I've noticed on some of these rocks there's kind of a tan, what looks like biological coating, like kind of like tissue paper.
Yeah, I see that too.
Some kind of microbial mat. Do you guys see that?
Yes, we certainly do.
Right below the laser.
Yeah, I do see it, Bill. My guess is that it might be something from the water column that's kind of laid out there. But it could be something that's rolled down from a mat.
So you're thinking it came down from above and just landed on the bottom? And
Pilots,
well, we've seen you're right, we've seen a few of them.
From your left skid.
But it could be old mat, too, rolled up.
Yeah, I think it'll be fine.
I'm not sure. It's kind of funny for it to
What were you saying, Rolly?
I just noticed some dust kicking up from your left skids going camera left to right.
Yeah.
So
It's
in case we get anything, it's going to blow it into the camera's view.
yeah. That's the way the current's blowing cross slope. So I'm not sure what I can do about that,
this
really.
Is Pilot.
Go
Excuse
ahead.
me, Pilot. This is Watch Lead. I get those confused all the time.
Okay.
Yeah, I was just going to say that rock that has the filamentous stuff on it, in fact, all of these rocks, may be a bit fragile, may break up. If it's kind of friable, you might want to just be a little gentle with it.
I shall use my gentle touch.
Thank you.
Is this something we would want to put in a bio box if it's very fragile?
I mean, I can put it gently into the left geo box.
Yeah, I was just thinking coming up if it would break apart during ascent or anything.
Oh, I don't know.
Watch leads. If this is a gentle sample, is this something we should want to put in a bio box as opposed to the rock box?
Yeah, that would be good. Are you able to extend the bio boxes now that you're kind of set down?
We'll try it.
Okay, sounds good.
All right. Do you want to try to extend bio box?
Yeah.
All right. Opening drawer slowly.
For folks at home,
a second cup of coffee sounded really good.
The reason that we might want to put fragile samples, even rock samples, into bio boxes is because when the vehicle comes back up to the surface, it bounces around a lot, before we can get it back on board the ship.
No.
So if we put it in bio boxes, the bio boxes slide back underneath the ROV and basically are closed. So samples inside of them are protected.
Oh, there we go. Okay. That's fine.
Is that enough?
And that looks perfect. Thank you.
I will close.
All right. So then leave it closed. I'll pick up the sample and then open. Okay?
Copy.
You guys are the best.
And you are ramped up, ready to go.
All right. Hydraulics coming up. And the arm is up.
All right. Do you want a camera view?
Yeah, I would like mini Zeus there, please.
Do you want me to adjust at all?
Yeah. Just give me what you think is the best view there.
Copy that. I will take it.
So as you're watching at home, as we pick up this sample, the manipulator arm has, you can see two metal claw-like things
copy that video,
open
lower
and close.
swing arms.
And that pair of red lights is about 4 inches, that's 10 centimeters apart. So the pilots usually check to see if the rocks are loose from the surface so that they don't get stuck. And this one certainly is. You can see the cloud.
Fine sediment. Fine sediment.
Very fine sediment. That sediment is volcanic ash. And ash just means very, very tiny particles of broken lava that form when a violent eruption takes place. It breaks up the magma that is coming up and being erupted by the volcano. So that was a beautiful pickup. And what the pilot will do is let us take a good look at this sample.
So this is
all right, pilot, let me know when you're ready.
This is a piece
could you fill up my
lava
main HD,
rock.
please?
Absolutely.
And maybe get the
pilots are
octopus
using
in the
a
background.
variety of screens so that they can get a
A
parallax
little
view.
bit more. There, that's perfect.
And the octopus is watching us.
Like, what's happening
He's
over
waving
there?
at you.
No, he's waiting to let's kind of see what was
zoom on the rock, please.
If you lift a little higher.
So the pilot is doing quite a few things at the same time. Operating this manipulator arm, moving it about in just the right aspect so we can get some good video of it. Also keeping the ROV in place, making sure it doesn't drift away. So
we do a maximum zoom.
A lot of skills involved in doing this.
Beautiful close-up.
So now you can see that white. Now you can see the white. What were you talking about?
the white.
What's that word?
The white specks that you see on this rock are what geologists, petrologists, I'm a petrologist, not petroleum, this is for rocks, call phenocrysts. These are crystals that form in the magma as it is cooling, and each mineral that forms in these rocks has a different cooling temperature.
So lots of different kind of minerals that could be not one particular
That's
mineral.
right.
And I'd like to get this in the box.
Yes, ready.
This is a great sample. Thank you very much, pilot.
Drawer is opening.
Thank you, pilot.
You know, if you were to grab that other rock up there, you could have had the bio sample also.
Well, I got the filamentous stuff.
Oh, there goes the little.
Make the octopus.
Oh, the octopus is
swimming
away.
And you're starting to bump there.
Okay.
Do you want me to keep going, or do you think
lobster
you can
face
go ahead a little more?
Shallower, I guess.
Oh, he just sat down.
Just push you back a little.
All the way. That's great.
All right. Do you want me to follow you down with the mini Zeus?
Yes, please. Am I full wide on the main HD, really?
Yes, you are.
Okay, thank you.
All right, I'm going to come down with mini Zeus.
Yeah, we don't count the rock until it's actually in the box. Oh, wow.
Good job, pilot.
That was just so beautiful.
Close
Thank you
drawer.
so much.
Thank you.
So the inner
drawer is closed. Pin is retracted.
co-pilot was in the inner.
It was on outer.
Outer.
Do you want to follow you with mini Zeus?
I did
Want
that.
to lead to
No,
pilot?
That's fine. That's fine.
Copy.
Pilot, go ahead.
Yeah, when you're all settled in, would you and your team like to introduce yourselves?
We'd love to. Okay, the arm is stowed.
All right.
Finished with hydraulics.
Disabling valve packs. Ramping down HPU, disabling HPU, and I will give you your cameras back.
Understood.
And we are all rapidly writing down notes about, oh, what was that? Where did we get it?
Okay, so now we have just a brief breather, and we'd like to have our ROV team members. All of them are from the Global Foundation for Ocean Exploration.
Video is
one
the
of NOAA
Sirius
OER's
camera.
partners.
Zoom.
And as soon as they get a little bit of a break, they're going to go ahead and introduce themselves. And by the way, you can read about them on the Ocean Explorer website for this mission, so you can find out more about your favorite pilot or co-pilot or navigator or videographer or even about us.
So good morning, everybody. I'll say good morning because I know you're all over the world and it's a different time everywhere. But here on the ship, it's morning, so good morning, everybody. This is a pilot for the morning. My name is Jeff Williams, and I'm with the Global Foundation for Ocean Exploration. To my right is my co-pilot. Why don't you introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Sean Kennison, sitting co-pilot this morning. And I am also with Global Foundation for Ocean Exploration. And happy to be here.
And to my left is our navigator for this morning.
Right over here, Levi Unima, also with GFOE.
And far to my right, off camera, is our videographer, who is shy and not speaking. He's very shy. You never hear him on the radio.
This is Okeanos video engineer Roland Bryan. You see me dark in the corner, silhouetted. And we also have a second video operator in the rear, Tara. She can introduce herself.
Good morning, Tara Smithy. I also work for the Global Foundation for Ocean Exploration. I came on this boat several years ago as an intern, and I'm still here.
And never left. And you never left. Let's see, Jim, are you on a headset somewhere?
Video, go ahead and zoom.
So the dive supervisor is Jim Newman. And he pops in and out. Okay, what are we looking at here?
We are looking at octopus breakfast. And that is a squat lobster.
I think you're ready for a move?
Yes, we're ready for a move.
Copy that. 50 meters due north.
Hey, what do you know?
50
I
meters
got it
due
right.
north, point 2.
Copy that.
Okay.
This is
Bridge ROV now.
Seen with all those spines, so I don't know.
We're ready for another ship move.
Really track this guy really
50
well.
meters due north, decimal 2 knots.
Oops. Sorry, Roy.
Boy, all of the fine material that you see around that squat lobster is what we would call volcaniclastics.
Trip 0I.
And that just means broken up bits of lava that have been spewed during an eruption.
So we have a question about whether or not that the squat lobster that's just above the laser dots, if that's actually a molt or if it's alive.
Let's go have a look.
Oh, what a good question.
They all look alive here in videos standpoint. And they also look to be the same species.
Okay, video, let's do a snap zoom on that so I don't have to set down.
So we can tell it's a molt if it's not moving? Or do
Yeah,
they break open along the back? Along the back or the bottom?
I don't think it's a molt.
It's moving.
Yeah, I don't think it's a molt.
Oh, it's a live one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, full wide, please.
We haven't imaged this guy
usually if it's the right way up, and it's probably a lot of molts, or you'll see them just in pieces. The squat lobster molts by the back of the carapace flipping up, and he comes out there, she comes out.
Okay, look, I don't want to land.
So we often see them in pieces or upside down. Pretty sure it's a molt then.
Okay, so you mean the back splits open and the animal actually kind of wiggles its way out of its shell backward? Is that right?
Wait for the cloud to settle.
Yeah, the carapace lifts up between the thorax and the abdomen and splits open there, and then it wiggles out from that point.
Okay.
So it almost looks like it's just perfect when you pick it up, but it's empty.
Tilt on the camera,
oh, that is very
It's kind of like wiggling out of a really tight shirt.
Tilting down.
Trying to get that off.
Yeah, go there, Patty.
I was thinking more because of the color that it's like we tried on our Gumby suits last night. Those are the giant, cumbersome things.
We can probably figure out what the species is from that.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
I have a man here who's got a squat lobster book.
Great, thanks. That's one of the the nice things about the kind of video that we have here. It's very high def. We've got award-winning videographers who are taking these images, and although some animals. For some animals, we need to have a small piece to identify it, or maybe the whole organism to identify it. For others, the video image, the high definition, high resolution images are sufficient to get a good identification. So we think this might be
very common
in
low oxygen zones around the world, and this group is a Galatheidae is very diverse.
We had lasers on.
They're often found around the periphery of hydrothermal vents and then into vents.
Yes.
I'm not necessarily suggesting these are vent related, but it's interesting that there are quite a few of them here.
Starting to,
where
you're still fine, but
seeing a whole lot of
potential
food source.
Very loud. Hang on a second.
So often when we are going along the bottom, they're lava, and then you start to see squat lobsters dotted in the distance. You think there might be something coming up. Often the vent lobsters, squat lobsters, are white, however. These probably getting their coloration from eating stuff that's falling down from the surface.
Okay, proceeding upslope.
Okay.
You're about 60 in my camp pilot, so you still have time, but
copy 6.
No rush.
Verena.
Thanks, Verena.
Verena, I've seen, I guess, what are squat lobsters at vent sites in the Mariana region that are white, but everybody was calling those Galateid crabs. Are they the same thing?
Maybe snap. Maybe just another.
They are indeed the same thing. The bigger group is the Anamura, and we have the Galathids are part of that group.
Good.
And they're fairly closely related to hermit crabs.
20 more meters to
we
move.
also use the common name squat lobsters.
Oh, I see. Thank you very much.
They are crabs. They're in between.
Okay. Okay, got it.
If it's a shell.
Actually, yeah, Copilot, you have 30 meters
more. Well, now I
more
understand
to
why
move.
the octopus is here, because actually there is a lot to eat.
Sounds good,
All right, just making sure you're happy.
Oh, I am happy.
Copy that.
Look at that guy buried on the right.
Oh, you know what? It looks like pteropod.
Yeah, there's something buried in the ash on the right-hand side.
Another squat
yeah,
lobster.
so that's a different type of squat lobster. I think that's in the genus Paramunida. Maybe we could get a look at it after they finish looking at the rocks.
Okay. All right, pull out.
Look at the one on the right, under the sediment.
So the partially
I have
buried.
80 in my cam now, so you only have a minute or so.
This is a different squat lobster.
Understood, Sean. Okay,
Judging by how much stuff we're seeing, should I stop the ship here?
We're going to take one shot of this, and then I'll push ahead.
Okay.
Tilt down.
Okay.
Oh.
Burying himself.
Yeah, that's a nice shot.
Yeah, check that out.
It's moving.
Look. Oh, my gosh. It's kind of... Yeah.
Boy, it
That's
does
interesting
sort of
behavior.
snuggling down underneath the volcanic clastics.
Oh, this is cool.
Now, why would it do that, folks? Come on, you biologists. Educate me.
Zoom eyes.
That's
I
Max
wonder if
Zoom.
he's a victim of the octopus.
No, I don't think so. He looks like he's...
Well, he might have been.
Like he's
he
I
might have been.
He's alive.
Yeah, but he's alive.
Oh, definitely
You can see
alive.
him moving his...
You can see his sensor organs and his eyes are actually on the top.
Oh, this is awesome.
Yeah, the whole, that center. Oh, look, you can see
pilot,
little mouth parts opening and closing.
Yeah.
Verena. Watch lead. I have about 30 seconds, and then I have to.
Yeah, we don't. I don't ever see squat lobsters burying themselves.
Oh, did he just spit out something? Watch lead pilot. Sorry, I didn't catch that.
I'm wondering if he's made a mistake.
About 20 seconds.
Okay, roger that.
Something moved around him. I don't know the answer. I'm not sure he's happy because they breathe by pumping water through the gills under the carapace. So
video full wide,
probably not working too well at the moment.
Yeah, we just saw a little puff of sediment coming out, though. Okay, so we need to move.
Yeah, you understand the ship is underway.
Right.
So just mention about that squat lobster. In the genus Paramunida, at least in Hawaii, there is a sediment-dwelling species here, Paramunida hawaiiensis. This is not that species, but this particular squat lobster does like to bury itself in the sediment. I guess it's because there's no real cover there, and it is subject to predation by other animals. So I think that animal could have been in that genus or something similar. And I think it was purposely burying itself to hide, essentially.
Make my sonar 50
okay,
meters.
good information.
As opposed to, I think, might be at 80 right now.
What's that?
Right, well, we have to move as the ship is moving and pulling the Sirius vehicle forward.
Okay.
And that means we have to move the remotely operated vehicle
left.
as well.
Say again, left?
Starfish left.
Starfish.
I'm sorry, it's just mucus.
Brittle star. Yeah, okay.
It looked like a star, but it was actually just mucus coating.
Hey, Roland, could we get the map back on camera 3, please?
Okay, continuing uphill.
Copy that. Quad split is back on screen 3.
We have a fish left.
We have a fish to the middle center.
There we go. Snap fish. Great.
Oh, wow.
That is very different. We should imaging.
Bruce,
well.
what's
Okay,
that?
Copy that. Let's go. Actually, hold it as long as.
Too soon for me to tell. I've got a little bit of a lag here.
And then, if I have to
This looks like a snake mackerel, family
Yeah, now you can go ahead
Gentillae.
and stop ship
Can't tell. It might be something like Rexia, one of the smaller
Bridge, RV now.
bottom-associated species. But yeah, I think it's
You can go ahead and hold present position.
Thank you, Bruce.
Thank you, Bridge.
Actually, if you would move back, maybe like.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's Rexia, and I was just looking to see if it had a black spot on the front of the dorsal, if you flick it up, but I can't tell.
Yeah, Bridge, we want to move backwards just a little bit, so 5 meters, 180.
Nice. Wow.
Yeah, he's not lifting up his dorsal all that much.
Thank you, Bridge.
But we might have to move.
Just out of view, I have your
the ship is moving and
light pool, but we're going to move back a little bit, so I'll be right with you.
Oh, yeah, it looks like there's an anemone.
It does have a black dot on it.
That's full wide.
And he swam around very nicely so you can get different views.
Chris, did you say he does have a black dot?
You still have time. Look at
That's correct. Just as they were lifting off, he flicked his dorsal finally, and I could definitely see a black spot right at the front of the dorsal.
The ship's just starting to come back.
In Hawaii, there's a Rexia nakamura, but that doesn't just because he has a black dot doesn't mean he's that particular species.
Okay, thanks.
Why won't you stay still?
Obviously, he doesn't chase lasers like other fish.
Well, fortunately, we'll be able to get some screen grabs out of this, and you might be able to study that a little bit more closely.
Now he's following us.
Thought I heard somebody say anemone on the screen. But
yeah, did somebody see an anemone? Okay.
Purple, maybe immediately above lasers. Now to right of laser.
To right of laser.
Diagonally.
It's coming down.
All right, pilot, I'm just starting to see you again.
Okay, thank you.
Upper
Might want to watch it
lasers.
tether.
Yeah, if a good delta, about 18. You can see it on my Titan.
Okay.
Where did you see it, Rolly?
Upper left corner.
Upper left corner, copy.
If it's a dark purple. It's now diagonally. You're going straight towards the lasers. Halfway from the corner.
I don't have it yet.
Yeah, we saw
now
one.
coming above the lasers. I'll zoom into it. Top edge of the screen. It's just a rock.
Just a rock. Don't let Patty hear you say that.
Just
She's
an
left
extraordinary rock.
There you go. Okay.
So I'm not currently seeing it.
What's that orange thing to the just below?
Squat lobster. Oh, that thing.
Below, yeah, it's sort of a stain.
Yeah, it looks like it's. Oh, and there's a brittle. Is that a brittle star? Yeah, lower all the way down. Now to the far left. Yeah, it's out of view now.
So this is just.
That looks like it's just some.
Okay.
Mineral
could
staining?
be microbial.
That's going to happen today. Okay, full wide. Gently. All right.
So can any of our geologists on shore maybe describe what we're seeing? This sort of looks like an ashy type of sedimentary rubble. If you guys can describe it for our home viewers.
Yeah, well, this volcano erupts explosively, so all this material
something
is
off to the right as well.
volcano threw out. So it's a combination of rocks and ash.
Just Alp chain.
On the slope, we are looking at it. So
this is what you're talking about, right?
Yeah.
Basically,
Yeah,
it's
it's
going to
rock,
traverse up
Yep,
the
and
slope
looks
and
like
then
detritus on the right.
cross
Oh yeah.
over to the east across the head of where a big landslide occurred during the eruption. And we know this from comparing before and after map
Zoom
of
to
the
try
top
this.
of the seamount. After the eruption, you could see that a lot of material was removed from the summit, and there was a big deposit of it on the south flank. So we'll be crossing that area where a lot of this fragmental volcanic material was removed and slid down slope.
Okay. I don't hear any discussion.
Yeah,
about
anybody?
it, so.
Yeah, anybody have any ideas about that?
A little bit lower on the camera tilt. I can zoom.
Somebody's guessing.
Ridges on it. That looks like it's something that grew from the sea floor.
Octopus arm fragment? Oh boy, I don't know.
It looks like something that may have grown from the sea floor because I see on the opposite side.
Yeah, it looked like some kind of an attachment. Yeah.
Looks like it's a piece of algae.
Yeah. It sure does. A roller, literally.
Excellent job, pilot.
Okay, that's good.
Perfect find. That was great. Saw every side of that.
Okay.
I know. It's like,
let's let that go.
a roller.
Watch leads. This is Nav.
Yeah, Nav, go ahead.
Just to confirm the plan for today. We're just going to keep going uphill, or would you like me to try to hit the next waypoint here?
Say proceed to the next waypoint, please.
Okay. Yeah, that'll be waypoint 4, and then after that,
got a different roller
uphill to 5 is our plan.
Roger that. What's our range to the next waypoint?
We're very close, 26 meters.
Okay, thanks. Okay, good morning, everyone. This is the NOAA ship Okeanos Explorer, America's ship for ocean exploration, and we're coming to you live from the Mariana Trench. We're on a location called IE Seamount. It's an area that had some active volcanic activity in 2014.
Okay.
This is very much a partnership. These expeditions are only possible through a number of partnerships and collaborations. The mission itself is designed and supported by NOAA's Office of Ocean Exploration and Research. You'll hear us refer to it from time to time as OER. And the ship, the Okeanos Explorer, is operated by NOAA's Office of Marine and Aviation Operations. OMAO is how we always refer to it. And this is part of a 3-year campaign to address the Pacific Monument science, technology, and ocean needs. So you'll hear us refer to it by the acronym CAPSTONE. CAPSTONE was designed to address the fundamental need of resource managers to better understand the deepest parts of our nation's marine monuments. Some of the key partners that we have in this effort are NOAA's National Marine Fisheries, the NOAA Marine National Monuments Program, and NOAA's Deep Sea Coral Research and Technology Program. And I think we might have representatives of most of those offices and programs out here on the ship with us.
Something white in the upper left corner.
And my name is Shirley Pompone. I am the biology science lead on this mission, and I'm from Harbor Branch Oceanographic Institute, Florida Atlantic University, and NOAA OER's Cooperative Institute for Ocean Exploration, Research, and Technology.
Speaking to you from the University of Hawaii at Manoa, this is Patty Fryer. I'm the geology lead, and I'm also associated with the Hawaii Institute for Geophysics and Planetology, and I think that's appropriate because we are visiting an undersea world.
One of the deepest parts of our planet.
Yes.
Right now we're, relatively speaking, fairly shallow. We are at 344 meters.
Zoom white thing.
We're zooming in on a white thing, and I wonder
highly reflective
if
rock.
that is possibly a chunk of pumice, but who knows? Could be biological.
And what's that on the side of it?
Pretty hard to
There's
tell.
Something Looks like
Like
there's,
a
I
shrimp
don't know.
or a
Yeah, it
squat
looks like
lobster.
something really tiny on the right side.
There are small organisms growing on the surfaces of some of the rocks right above it, too.
I'm trying to tilt down. Sean, would you take my camera, please?
Absolutely.
Interesting rock look as well since you were there.
Yeah, if you come wide again.
That's those crystals she was talking about.
There we go.
All right. I have your camera.
Yeah, there are a couple of
All right, video.
chunks of white material. I think that they may be pumice, because some of the pumice we've collected from some of these submarine seamounts in the past have had interlayers of white and dark gray pumice.
So this is very different from what we saw yesterday in deep water, where that white was carbonate.
Yeah, absolutely.
Can you?
I wouldn't expect to see that
see
here.
anything through the smoke?
I don't think I'll be able to see much of the detail. I can filter. That's maximum filters.
Okay. All right. Well,
It's another one of those hidden lobsters on the left.
oh yeah, just there.
So we're moving over to the left a little bit. Pilots have spotted a semi-buried lobster.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, rotating down.
We saw one of these just a couple of minutes ago.
Down.
It was pretty interesting that Chris Kelly at the University of Hawaii told us that he has seen in places where there aren't very many crevices and things for animals to hide in, that these guys will bury themselves in soft sediment.
Yeah. I will
Makes
give
sense,
it back.
you know, if you want to try to hide from a predator.
So come over here to the left where it's not stirred up. There we go.
Where we're diving today is actually very close to the summit of this particular volcano. It's completely underwater, so we call it a seamount. It's about 200 kilometers west of the Mariana Trench, and it lies at a depth of about, well, the downgoing Pacific Plate, that is, lies at a depth of about 100 kilometers right beneath this area.
Above.
And that is where the melting of the mantle occurs to form the lavas that are erupted at the volcanoes in the island arc.
I'm going to rotate slightly.
We see a fish in the distance, and we're going to try to find him.
Not seeing it in the main HD.
I do not have visual on Sirius Cam either.
Irising up Sirius. It's an interesting spiral mark.
Yeah,
there he comes. Shark. Shark in the distance.
There he is.
There is a fish, and there is a squiggly something in the water.
There's a shark in the distance.
There's a shark. Oh, fantastic! Let's look.
Lasers off.
Yes. Lasers
He's coming right
off.
at us. Oh, that is so wonderful.
Ooh.
White tip? Is this a white tip shark?
This looks like the ones we saw at Underwater World in Guam.
That's right. Shirley, what is the object on the left side of the screen?
I'm not sure if it's a is it a siphonophore?
Give you a good image of this. I'll adjust the colors. Going tight.
Yeah, I think it's a
and
it's
there's
a siphonophore. Oh, wow.
And there was a fish right behind it that scooted across the screen.
Am I drifting away from it?
You're drifting slightly back.
Towards it, actually.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's.
Right, it might be.
It's blowing towards me faster than I'm backing
You're
up.
full wide.
Okay.
If we could image that, that's a very new species for us.
Okay, well, I'll try to
Is it possible to see the upper end of that thing if it's still in view?
Pilots are attempting to reacquire it.
Yeah, we're trying.
Yeah, pilot, nothing behind you, so.
Yeah, I think it continued. You'd had to rotate hard right, I believe, with the current. think I see it reflecting up to the left.
Do you see it?
There goes a piece of it.
Oh, it went.
Don't see it.
I see it.
Probably when it hit the light
Okay,
bars,
I think it's gone away, so we may want to go back and refocus on the bottom.
Yeah, that was not through the thrusters. It didn't have a chance.
So siphonophores are related to jellyfish. You knew that, right, Patty?
I knew that. You told me that yesterday, probably the day before and the day before that.
In fact, we had a tweet chat this morning, and somebody asked what was the weirdest thing that we had ever seen, and I actually was thinking about this. We both immediately said the pizza fish, but I was thinking about a siphonophore that I had seen once before. That was about, I mean, it was really, really long, probably about 10 or 15 meters long. These are
30 meters out, bearing
very
040.
fragile. They break into a lot of pieces, just even under the slightest little current.
Is that fine, pilot?
Yeah, it's fine.
And a lot of them are bioluminescent, and we saw some evidence of that in this particular siphonophore.
My guess is slope will be a little bit to your left, if that makes sense.
They bioluminesce when they're disturbed. So they didn't like being that close to the ROV.
Pilot, you ready for another move?
Yes.
Now, if they break apart, Shirley,
they'll break apart.
When they do, though, do the animals procreate by extending?
I don't know the answer to that question. I would have. In other words, when they break apart, is that it? Are they done, or can they regenerate?
Well, I'm wondering whether each piece, sort of like...
Ready for another ship move, 30 meters, bearing 040 degrees.
The starfish, they can grow back more?
I think so.
Okay, folks on shore, we have an example of things breaking apart right in front of us. Now, what is this?
Good zoom. Go, Rolly.
What is that?
Is this siphonophore-ish?
Does have a head that's currently in the top right of the screen.
Can you zoom that little piece? There's something
the right-hand side is the
I know I'm supposed to know what that is, but I don't.
That's the tail end.
Okay.
Well, that's the amazing thing about getting to dive here deep in the oceans is there's so much to see, and every time we dive, we see something.
So I'm wondering if those are. Yeah, I'm wondering if those are parts of the siphonophore that we saw earlier.
Nope, this is a different.
Could be. As I said, they're very fragile, they're gelatinous, and just with the slightest bit of disturbance, they can break apart. So that might be what we're seeing.
That one's just breaking apart in mid-water.
Shirley and Patty, could you let us know how the ship is moving, or is it moving at a constant rate and we're just going to be keeping up with it, or are you going waypoint to waypoint and then it's waiting?
We are doing waypoint to waypoint. We're very close to waypoint 4, and then we intend to move to the east to waypoint 5, which will be closer to the upper rim of the feature that we have on the bathymetry.
I'm sorry, bearing 040.
Does that answer your question?
And the ship is underway.
I did rotate slightly to keep you in frame, but that's in the direction we're going to go.
Oh, okay.
So I'm at about 15 right now, which is still pretty good with slope.
All right. Yeah, this so far has been gentle enough that I can just...
Yeah.
Is this me in your sonar?
I don't think so, but I also don't think it's a... I've seen that for a while. I don't think it's an actual structure either.
Oh, okay.
It might be the... I've seen that before. I don't know if it's something on Sirius or not.
Proceeding up slope. Depth is 340 meters.
Yeah, so actually you'll see...
Proceeding up slope, And
I think DT's
we
only
are
maybe
at
10 meters from
340
waypoint 4.
meters, 340.
So you're pretty much almost there.
Oh, okay.
So the track of this dive
Let's
is
see, that's waypoint 4.
going up.
Okay, so I should come to the right.
Slope.
Yeah,
Lateral
lateral starboard, that should put you directly on
towards the
it.
end, we'll be getting up to outcrops of the volcano that are above this slope. So there should be some cliffs of intact rock, and so it'll be interesting to see how things change once we get up there.
There's a jellyfish left to center.
Interesting part of the story to the eruption that happened in 2014 is that
Go slightly forward to light it. Look, he's going over the
there
top.
was a NOAA ship operating in the area at the time with a group from the Coral Reef Ecosystem Division based in Hawaii. And they were making, they had a crew of scuba divers that were making that.
Yeah, see the wind is coming from the left right now.
Remembering correctly.
So if I drift
so
with
they were
it,
diving in shallow water,
dust.
looking at the coral reefs up there, and collecting information about them. And they could hear underwater. They could hear the explosions coming from high here.
Understood.
Which was a distance of about 20 kilometers.
So it looks like I'm on waypoint 4.
And they could hear the sound and feel the compressions in the water. So it's pretty
Nav, if you want to let Watch Lead know, we're right on top of waypoint 4.
And at the same time, those underwater.
Yeah, I heard that.
Okay, thanks.
Traveling out, the sound was traveling out in all.
And we can proceed to the next waypoint.
Copy. Recorded on the.
Is that a fish on the right?
Operated by the Geological Survey.
Oh, right there.
Okay. Watch Lead, you did confirm we're now on waypoint 4.
Did you see a fish?
The orange thing in the screen.
Okay.
Lower
Spot
bottom.
lobster.
Yep.
It was pretty impressive series
Watch
of
Lead from nav.
There were a whole bunch of them.
There's something moving, Rolly. Is that the fish you were talking about?
No, it was this.
Okay, center screen.
Yeah, it's a white rock off in the distance, I think.
Yeah, I can only imagine what it would have been like diving, scuba diving, and hearing those sounds.
And more. There you go.
Yep, fish.
Okay, is that a
Good eye pilot.
fish down there? There we go.
Yeah,
we got a fish. Good eyes up there.
If we rotate around to the right.
Our videographer has an exceptionally high definition camera that he's using to look at the seafloor. So he often will see things before either Shirley or I get a chance to take a look at it. The big screens that the pilots are navigating from are sitting right in front of them, and we're a row back.
About right underneath me, but it looks like the ship stopped.
Sometimes
so
we miss a couple of things here and there, but their sharp eyes catch them immediately.
Take my camera tilt. I'm going to try and.
Roland's particularly good at seeking out some new and different things.
Yeah, this time the pilot actually saw it.
Okay.
Okay. Right. I'm settled, so
all right, tilting down.
Video and co-pilot, do your thing.
So our pilot's settling the ROV down so we can get a close look. He has control of the ROV, the remotely operated vehicle, and there's a big high-definition camera situated right in the center of the front of the vehicle. So he'll set the vehicle down and then tell the videographer when he's stable enough for the videographer to zoom in on things.
So Bruce Mundy is saying that this is a duckbill fish. A duckbill fish. Why is it called that?
No, this is Bruce. It's because of the shape of the head. The snout sort of flattened out.
Yeah.
It's now flat like a duckbill.
Yeah.
These are very similar in appearance. Yeah. Very similar in appearance to the green eyes that we saw on a dive last week. But they're totally unrelated. These fish have two separate dorsal fins. The first part has little spines, and you can see that being held up in the front part of the fin on the back. So these are much more advanced in the evolution of fishes than the green-eyed fish. But they're probably very similar in habits and in feeding ecology and all. I doubt, though, that these are synchronous hermaphrodites like the green eyes that we saw. They probably have the more normal mode of reproduction with separate male and female sexes. So this is a spiny rayed fish, and we don't see spiny rayed fishes much down below 500 meters, and particularly below 1,000 meters on our dive. So we're in a transitional area up